Hey, what's up, guys? This is Justin from Justice League Swag, and today I'm going to be doing the deck profile on my Vegeta deck that I've been playing for the last week. Now I've made the deck blue-red, so it doesn't have as much of a late game pressure as it did before with Vegeta's 10k power and the critical. But now his with the rush of red, I can actually do a lot more attacks earlier, like as far as turn 2. With this deck, I've come in first of 10 players at MTG First last week on Wednesday, and I came in like third, fourth of 24 players this past weekend at Dream Wizards. So the deck is pretty good. I didn't really have a side deck made for the tournament on Sunday, so I just threw like a ton of stuff into the sideboard last minute, like when I got there, because I was anticipating another best of one, or like I didn't really care about the sideboard. But now I know what my bad matchups are. I know what to actually side for later. So first up, I'm going to be doing the one drops. One drops are Senzu Bean at 3. This help still is good in this meta because it helps you out with a lot of multi-attacks, especially from stuff like Ghost Kamikaze attack. Almost everybody's playing the drop 5 Go Tanks if they're running red. So this helps you avoid being overrun by the Ghost tokens. Because your opponent dropping Go Tanks repeatedly doesn't really matter. But if they, like how I've seen at the past tournament on Sunday, one guy got like 8 Ghost tokens on the field, all with double strike. And that can be a fucking headache. If you one Senzu Bean can save you from all of that. So this is more detrimental to survive pokes that have double strike down. But with my deck now, how I've been playing this is too aggressively and, well, super aggressive. And that's what cost me, what is it, top 4 this past weekend. I kept using my Senzu Beans to combo out while I was attacking once I got in top 4 and stand up more energy. And my opponent actually ended up killing me with Ghost tokens because of, I was playing against Vegeta, I was playing against Armani, shout out to Armani, he's a really good player, but his, calling game 2, he, called out a ton of Ghost tokens off of Babidi, is what killed me. So it's like if I would have saved 1 or 2, Senzu Beans, I would have actually been fine, because I actually ended up getting round 1 against him, because he hesitated and playing his plus 10k draw card, which would have got him a Zeno button, which would have kept him in the game. Since he didn't play it, I got game 1 against him because I just comboed out. So, Senzu Bean saves lives. If you're playing against anything that's running Ghost tokens, I would advise you to hold them until they actually start playing tokens. Next up and lastly for the one drops, what I feel is like the best negate in the game is Whis' Coercion. It stands an energy once you cast it, so I feel like it's still the best negate in the game. Next up for my 2 drops, I'm playing 4 Ghost Kamikaze attack because I do get off Go Tanks fast in this deck. In top 8, I actually got it off against my opponent, Francis. Round 1, he completely controlled me, but round 2, I just decided to go full on aggro on him. So I did the punt, drop a Go 10 in the trunks for my hand to go into the drop 4 Go Tank. So my energy dropped turn 2, actually, yeah, 2 energy. Swung out at him. With my first swing, I comboed the Unyielding Trunks to stand up my blue energy that I had on the field, and then I played a Senzu Bean to stand up my last energy. Then I played Ghost Kamikaze attack. So on my second turn, he basically took 5 attacks. Yeah, so this card, you can play really aggressive. The reason why I'm running this is because with all of the yellow engines going on, it's nothing that yellow can do about tokens when you're casting them. Bad Ring Laser can't touch it. Cold Bloodlust can't touch it. If they crush your ball, your gold tanks, it doesn't even matter. So getting more ghost tokens on the field before you play the drop 5 gold tanks is really good. So it's like if they're running Cold Bloodlust, you play around that by not playing the drop 5 gold tanks and just continue to play Super Ghost Kamikaze attacks. And I think I charged one of these game 1. That's why I ended up losing to Francis, because I held back. So I lost round 1 against them, but I got round 2 and 3. The sneaky seeky. Next up. Boost Attack Piccolo, I am running at 4 because it's 10k in draw, so why wouldn't you run it? It's free as soon as you life break. And with Vegeta, it's very easy to life break yourself because a lot of people, surprisingly, still are not attacking the leader. And I want people to stop getting caught in that genjutsu of, like, not attacking leaders. All you're doing is giving decks that need a late game more time to win. So please start attacking people. Get in there. Because with my deck, a lot of people wasn't attacking my leader, and I'm playing Vegeta. Vegeta does not want to take attacks. Vegeta wants to life break himself because every turn you're not attacking me, I'm attacking you with critical because I'm using his ability to life break. So by you not attacking my leader is kind of the stupidest thing that you can do and will ultimately lead to your demise. But continuing on, 2 drops. Running 4 Mighty Mask. Mighty Mask is really good in blue and green decks because he searches a gold 10 and Trunks, but the energy cost is not specific. So it's 15 or less. So that means with this card, if you're playing green, you can search out the plus 10k and draw Trunks. Or if you're playing blue like me, you can search out Unyielding Spirit Trunks, which I run at 4 as well. So searching this out with Mighty Mask is pretty good because on an energy drop 2 or 3, I can possibly get out of gold tanks or get off some more combos like with Chamba's Further Destruction. I like this card because it can let me tap out and I can stand up my energy in order to get off multiple attacks. But you just have to be careful with it because one game, like the only game I lost in Swiss on Sunday was against I don't even remember the guy's name, but he was playing a blue-green Goku deck. And when I swung, I had already swung with my leader. So then I played Go Tanks at the hard cost of 4 because I didn't have the Trunks Go Tank combo. I swung at him and he played Mafuba on Go Tank, so it's like it's not a battle card anymore, and I can't combo because he negated. So it's just like, yeah. Alright, video kind of cut out, so I'm going to have to piece this together later. But yeah, Unyielding Trunks allows you to tap out, but just be careful that you don't swing out with most of your stuff before you try to combo with it and tap out. Next up is Sun Goten. He's only in there for blue energy that I might need to charge, and because I can search them. So if I need blue energy to play my blue negates or something, I haven't been drawing anything that I want to actually charge, I'll search them out with Mighty Mask. Next up for Sun Goten, he's in there because he can search out Go Tanks, like any Go Tanks with his ability Leap to a Future, and you can discard him as well as a Trunks to go into the drop 4 Go Tanks for just 2 energy. And it really doesn't matter as much because you get off so many attacks early game. Then Leap to the Future, Trunks, in here for the same reason that Goten is in. Alright, next up, 3 drops still. Further Destruction Champa, running at 4. It's still pretty decent because you can steal games with it. Early game with the critical, it makes a big difference to overpower your opponent. People still try to block this. Like, please don't get caught in the genjutsu of a player swinging at you with critical and then double strike early game. All you're going to do by blocking it is stop yourself from awakening too soon. Unless you have a way to awaken yourself within the next turn or two, I would advise against blocking this attack. Because I actually had one person straight up lose just because he blocked my first swing with Vegeta. He played a Kaba, he tapped out with his first energy because he went first. The first attack I made, it was critical and double strike with one of these, and he actually comboed off the Kaba and 2 other cards from his hand to block the attack, and I just passed turn. And from there on out, he just lost on pure advantage. Well, I mean, I told him not to do that again because I think he was a new player. So, give new players advice if you can. Next, for Raging Spirit Sun Gohan, I'm running it because I think it's really good, but it doesn't really fit this deck, so I'm thinking about taking it out because it was too many times where I actually started putting this in the energy just because I got off so many ghosts where I really didn't need the Gohan. So, it's like, it's a good card, but it doesn't really need to be played in this deck. I just still have it in this deck for the deck profile because this is what I actually ran in tournament. But you could probably run Majin Boos over this because I'm not main decking Boos with this deck just because I want aggression all the time. Or you can you could run something like, I wouldn't say Xenobutton, or the new drop 3 Gohan that every time he swings you get the draw card. That could actually be useful. So you could rush. Drop 4s. 4 Prodigy Fusion Super Saiyan Gotenks. I usually play 1 to 2 of him a game. He's really good because he can trap your opponent in against Genjutsu with the ghost tokens, because after you swing with this card and then swing with the ghost tokens, then your opponents are caught in a catch-22. Either they start attacking you while you're playing a leader that can light break themselves, or they start attacking your field. So either or with this deck, you kind of don't care unless you're playing against yellow. If you're playing against somebody that's running Cold Bloodlust in their deck, you want to keep your battle cards alive. Against any other deck, it doesn't matter if they kill your battle cards, because you'll literally play 1 drop 5 Ghost Attack Super Saiyan Gotenks and get back a field. Plus double strike. Plus, the ghosts provide a good pressure because your opponent's going to be so worried about them and sometimes attacking them instead of attacking you, which is really stupid because ghosts don't have combo power. So it's like when they kill them, they're kind of killing a useless battle card. But with this Gotenks, a lot of times what I'll do is, if I do get him off on a drop 2 or drop 3 turn, you want to swing with him, combo or unyielding trunk, stand up or energy, then play Ghost Kamikaze attack. Then because he has dual attack, he does restand. So if your opponent isn't running removal, do not swing with him again, and you'll guarantee him to be on the field again the following turn. So I'll swing with him since he has dual attack and he'll restand. He'll restand, and then next turn I'll play 2 Ghost Kamikaze attacks because I still have a Gotenks on the board. If they wipe them from the board, I'll either try to get out another Ghost, Ghost Attack Super Saiyan Gotenks, but it all depends on what energy on. And then once you get to your turn 4, you can actually swing with him. He has dual attack, he'll restand, and then you can evolve into the drop 5 Gotenks, and then bring out more ghosts. So this deck has a lot of combos that you can do, but you just got to be smart with how you do, because you are rushing, so you don't want your opponent to attrition you. If your opponent is attritioning ghosts, that does not matter. You do not block for ghosts. You let the fucking ghosts die. Just like Spirit Sun Gohan, like usually like in the tournament on Wednesday, I only comboed this card to save Gotenks if I had tapped them. So my opponent would swing at him like once or twice, and I combo 2 of these out, and then get more attacks on board. Then lastly, for battle cards, I'm running 4 Ghost Attack Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks. This card is a great finisher. It's really good if you could pull it off with a Babidi or something, but I'm not running it. My deck ideally kills people on turn 4. So most of my games didn't go past turn 4. Between Vegeta's critical, my Further and Destruction Champas, and the multiple attacks from all of the ghosts, a lot of my games ended at 4 and 5. The Ghost Attack Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, I actually sided out in top 8. Yes, top 8 when I played against Francis. I actually sided all of these out for the boosted Majin Boos in my sideboard just because of Cold Bloodlust. And I kept finding myself charging this because I didn't want to run into Cold Bloodlust, so I just thought it would just be better to take it out. Because Cold Bloodlust doesn't really hurt me if I'm going to bring out this drop 4 Gotenks, because I'll still, my primary purpose of playing him is to get off the ghost tokens. So I was just like, oh, go full on rush, and then that actually got me there. So that's it for my deck profile. I'm going to be piecing these 2 videos together. Please like and subscribe, and then I'll try to do more deck profiles once we make more interesting stuff. Because I think I have a Goku deck I really like right now, and we just made a Son Gohan childhood super father-son Kamehameha one, so it's pretty good. So like and sub, and we'll keep cranking out videos. Peace.